Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since my last update, but today I'm bringing some great news of the patch that's coming towards NA soon. Also, I will dive back to our newest path breakdown and some update and adjustment of the other path of Ara. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I know I've been lazy for making videos, but I will make sure I still keep those memes and game news updating on my community tab. Also check my Instagram and Discord, so you won't miss out my latest video update and streaming. So let's check out some new updates. KOG Korea just released the roadmap of the upcoming 4-path and system update, which makes their patch more transparent now. You can go to Elsword Korea official website to check it out. I'll also list out the translation here. All the system and 4-path sure makes me excited for it, but it also pains to see the new raids is coming. Man, I just finished my VOS farming not too long ago. I really don't want to start a new one anytime soon. Which part of the update you interested the most? Let me know on the comment below. Well, this update suggests future plans. They might adjust it later on this year. So let's focus on the patch that's coming towards the NA soon. First up, we have birth rate adjustment. The 2 stages of the endgame rate is getting nerfed. The total HP of the boss has been decreased. For 15.5p3, there will be a message pops up when the head bombs appear. Also, they removed some time bomb as well. For 15.6, the pillars and ops of part 2 will be decreased as well. They also reduced the HP of pillar at part 3 as well, and makes the visual of black and white mob tend to be more obvious. Next up, we have Tier Knock Dungeons Improvement. Tier Knock Mid and Final Boss have some crazy amount of defense. It's a pain for daily even if you are geared. I guess KOG has noticed this point as well. So they nerfed the defense stat of the mobs in all 5 dungeons. Hopefully it will be a signature nerf, cause boy, I hate doing those dungeons for dailies. Such time consuming. Following up, we have another character balance set coming up. This one gonna be a meta shifting balance. Let's check it out. Second and third path of Elsword is getting some buffs on clearing. Meanwhile, first and fourth path are getting some nerf in terms of damage. Ellie is getting a heavy nerf. She lost her essay buff and get nerf on her buffing. Then DAB getting some clearing buff as well. All 3 Raven are getting some Nina nerf. For Eve, CU is getting some casting speed and clearing buff, while CA is getting another small nerf from self buff. Then Chung is the major highlights of this balance. All of the Chung's path are getting buff. CC is getting some passive buff and minor damage buff from mod skills. FE is getting giant casting speed buff and damage buff. Then CET is facing a small rework where some of the skills form has been modified. It's one giant buff on him. Pretty sure he will be one of the top magical DPS class after the balance. Congrats to my Chung fellas. I'll cover Awa's path balance later on, when I go through her path in the second half of this video. Abel is getting great casting speed buff as well. For Ad, DB is getting some nerf on EMP party CD. Then DN is getting some buff himself, but some nerf for parties. Meanwhile, third path MAP is getting some buff on SOT CD and casting speed buff. For Lucio, the major adjustments are towards first and third path. Keta is getting big casting speed buff, while third path is getting a minor rework. They changed most of their skills won't airborne enemies, and buff a lot of casting speed too. And TB is getting some passive and cast speed buff. For Ain, the passive of first path is getting rework, making RR now has a mini CDR system built into his kit. The change makes him has more potential on TPS. ETW is getting minor nerf from longer CD on reset passive. For Noah, Dogs and Wolves have removed party CDR effect and become self-buff only. Then the 2 physical path of Noah is getting some critical nerf as well. I feel sorry for Noah. But you know I still love you, right? After this juicy character balance, we got another big update that's coming as well. Battle Pass system has finally arrived to Elsword. I'm sure a lot of you are pretty familiar with this idea from Genshin Impact, League, or DFO, so I will just quickly cover it. So basically you can acquire points from daily quests or weekly. When you reach certain level, then you can unlock the rewards in the battle pass period, which is around 3 months. And you can choose to get the premium or subscription as well. Then you can claim the better rewards, which contains a +10 Emmy if you really decide to pay for it. I did say it's worth since the Emmy is around 4 to 5 feet now, but it's totally up to you. And the price of the pass is around 3 to 4k KC when it comes to NA, but we're not sure yet. But the decision is really up to you to make. You can still get a +9 Emmy from it if you just want to F2P. Here's a list of reward and XP count for you to check it out. After all these crazy updates, let's head to Aura's updates and new path. APS is finally getting some adjustment after God knows how many years. She becomes more contribute as a physical buffer, also getting some casting speed buff. Devi lost roughly 10% from her major damaging skill, but since Magical Party is still pretty decent in this meta, I think this won't hurt her much since she's still one of the top magical DPS class in the meta now. SH is getting some clearing buff from mod skills and casting speed, which makes her even better in general use. SH has become even better since her passive rework from last year. Meta Ops becomes homing to her teammates, including herself, and she can CDL from using Secret Art. I really enjoy playing as SH. Then finally, the latest path of Aura, Yatin. Surya. SU is the buffer healer path of Aura, so unlike the other 3 paths of Aura that seek their power from her inner self, Aura became a Pokemon master instead. I mean Yamyangxi, who can share the power with the spirit and nature. Her story is not really that twist or negative if compared to the other 4 paths, and it's pretty straightforward too. So basically she started learning from Un how to communicate and borrow the power from the spirit, and slowly master it at the end. Her clearing is pretty decent. Iceberg Giant Range helps her to clearing easy, and she has some circular AoE skills for different clearing situations. Damage wise she's good as well. She was underpowered upon release on KR server. Big mana usage with so little damage. And the usage of Secret Art once reached 500 MP in total usage. That's the highest mana cost within all Aura, but thank God they buffed her up on NA release. The damage is really stable towards either small or big boss, team up with some endgame SU that can solo DPS as well. She's not the meta DPS, but she still has great potential for it. Mana wise, she burns mana quite fast, especially in early game phases. But if you manage to get more CP on her, then her mana will become really good, since she can regen a huge amount with her healing CP scaling. Supporting is its real highlight. Let's see what makes her a meta magical buffer. She provides magical attack buff, damage reduction buff, max HP increase buff, all skill damage buff, short duration of SA and CP scales healing. But for her SA it's a bit tricky to use. You have to regen 6 off and consume 180 MP or more in order to activate her SA. Somewhat requires good rotation and toss. You should pay attention to that. She also offers defense debuff, element resist debuff that work great with her freezing skill, which means she can be a decent freezer too if you have high CDL build. She also has fun mechanic to teleport teammates. It's somewhat a troll skill. It is really fun to play with. So SU is a class with good clearing skills, stable bossing damage for all size mobs, great party buffer, also full of skill potentials. But she requires high ERP setup on CDR. Also, since her heal depends on CP skills, you need at least 1.6 million CP to be decent. That means her early to mid game is kind of difficult. Skill rotation is very important if you want to max out her buffs. but overall she's not a very hard to pilot type of class. She's really built for endgame raids and come with decent damage. It's a good choice if you want to make a class that can help with the teammates and do some damage on your end. Are you excited to the new meta shifting balance and the newest update that's coming this year? Share your thought on the comment section and discuss with me. Like and share if you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe and join our channel too. I'll see you all on next one.